this video, we're going to be looking at my custom U.S. agent, John Walker. I made this figure because I wasn't really happy with the figure that Hasbro gave us years ago in the Epic Heroes line. They use the buggy cap body for John Walker, and John Walker is a good-sized character in the comics. John Walker is listed like being 6'4", while Steve Rogers at 6'2". So figure-wise, we actually had a John Walker smaller than Captain America, so which messes with my. I like my figures to actually be in closer scale with one another, probably where they were supposed to be in the comics. So it always bugged me, so I had to make my own John Walker. Style-wise, I wasn't going for any set design. Like I wasn't going for his classic look. I wasn't going for a modern look. I was wanting to do more of a my style, using different Captain America parts and parts available. I want to give it a little more tactical look for John Walker. And at the time when Hasbro actually made the original U.S. Agent figure on the bucky cap body, as you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than this is using the Grim Reaper style body. And during that time, the Captain America was on the older, now obsolete Shield Agent body. You can see with making John Walker on the bucky cap body and having Cap being taller than him really didn't sit right with me, because John Walker is a slightly bigger than Cap. He's 6'4" versus Cap's 6'2". To me, John Walker needs to be a bigger, buffer character, in which the Grim Reaper style body works great for John Walker. For the recipe on this U.S. Agent, the base body is a Walgreens exclusive Punisher. I use the harness off it. Having the black costume works great for keep from down from paint rub. The shoulder harness is from this figure. I just trimmed off the bullets off the harness to give it a different look so it doesn't interfere with the stripes. The forearms and hands actually come from the Marvel Now Captain America. This was just a great sculpt, and the lack of paint just really hurts this figure, but when you add a little bit of paint to the shading, this figure really pops. Even this figure, though, is taller than Bucky Cap, and this figure is a little bit on the small side, as what Steve Rogers should be. But it's still such a great sculpt. The belt actually comes from the Secret Wars stealth suit Captain America from the Abomination Wave, the comic book of Abomination Wave. I always like the sleek look of this belt, and actually I like this. Even though this was inaccurate to the comics, I actually did like the look of this costume. The holster actually comes from Paladin. I have no idea who Paladin is. I didn't care to sacrifice his gauntlet, but he comes with 2 guns and 1 holster. So I didn't really care to sacrifice giving him his holster for U.S. Agent, which is I much prefer this character since I actually know this character and not this one. The boots and the head actually came from the 3-pack Captain America from Target. There's packaged with Radioactive Man and Miss Marvel. Don't have any of those figures left. I've always used those for fodder for different customs. But it's basically the same as the Ultimate Cap. You get the same boots and the head. The only difference with that 3-pack one had better painted eyes. It's one of the few things I didn't repaint on this figure because the eyes were actually painted really well. And one of the added bonuses too with using the boots off that figure makes the Grim Reaper body a little bit taller than if you say have the wolf cap. That makes him just a little bit taller, which should scale about perfect, being a 6'4" versus a 6'2". Now this one actually had a better scaled head. Never was crazy about the head sculpt on this figure, so it's a little bit on the large side, bulbous. Kind of like to get another Toy Biz Series 1 cap and paint up for this body. And the last piece for him was a gun I got from Casting Cave. It's just one of the guns they actually had. It looks like it's a 1911 45 ACP. At the end of the gun, I actually did drill it out so I could use the Black Widow Daily Origins Target exclusive accessories at the muzzle flash. Plugs into the end of the barrel. And the smoke plugs into the end of the barrel. To get this head to fit on this body, I did actually have to Dremel it out some, to hollow it out. I drilled the socket a little deeper inside the head to actually fit the body. So you can still see the blue inside. Instead of doing the wings on the side of the head, I actually did a stylized wing pattern on the side of the head. I just freehanded it on both sides. I touched up the skin tones on the face. On the chest stripes, Actually, these are hand painted. I did mask them off with some masking tape to get the stripes clean. With the star, I have painted these by hand, but I've gotten a little older and a little impatient about doing it now, and I found a great source about doing stars and different patterns if you can take a little time to look. These are called nail art. You can actually get them for fingernails. I just use one of these, then after it on here, I put a clear coat over top of it, and it looks really nice and sharp. The gauntlets, like I said, are from the Marvel Now Captain America. The gauntlets were repainted. I painted the tops of the black, and I did a wash and dry brushed red, bright red over top of that to give it a little more depth. Same with the boots. I did the wash and dry brushed over top of them, and I repainted the treads black. The shield is actually from the Epic Heroes U.S.Agent. This is actually the second U.S.Agent I've made. Never was happy with the U.S.Agent being on that Bucky Cap body. This is the previous one I did, and using more of the Captain America from that 3-pack from Target. This is the head from the U.S.Agent they used with the Bucky Cap body. The rest of it's all basic Captain America parts. Been repainted. I was happy for this one for a long time until they started coming out with these newer, better sculpted bodies. So I decided to make me a new one. With being on standard Marvel Legends body, its articulation's all there. You got your disc end socket, ball joint, hinge and swivel shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, hinge and swivel wrist. I did modify the hand. I cut this finger free for a trigger finger. So you can actually put the finger into the trigger guard. Ab crunch. Waist twist. Ball jointed hips, kick out this far. Thigh swivels. Double jointed knees. Boot swivel. Hinged ankles and ankle pivots. I was really happy how this U.S.Agent turned out, and I know there's rumor that they're going to be doing a new one. My theory is I don't know if people seen the Venomized Captain America that's Walmart exclusive. It's using the modified version of the 80th anniversary body for Captain America, which uses parts of the Wolf Cap, the Grim Reaper body. But it's got new knees, new lower legs with combat boots and new gauntlets. My guess, those were sculpted for the new U.S.Agent. That's just my guess. So in the comics, the U.S.Agent has actually got a more tactical look, more like this, and now in the comics as well. I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch the video, and I'll catch y'all next time.